Listen, you lay a finger on Rachel again, I promise next time it's gonna be a sword, you hear me?
Leave my daughter the alone.
I only looked up what I needed to be able to give you what you want. Clean, untraceable, military grade. You won't find better in the U.S. as many as you want.
One condition. I only talk to the girl.
You seem to be awfully confused about who's in charge here, love.
Why the think I would come after Tasha? Because that's what Kate Egan told me.
Who the Kate Egan?
It's Tommy Egan's mother. She told me that you gave Tommy Tasha's address.
Question is, who put her up to this shit? Because that motherfucker gonna die.
What up with the YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 Episode 2. This is my recap to Episode 2 and how I felt about the episode overall. If you're finding me for the first time and you like the videos I upload and create, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button till you're notified every time I upload a video. And also, leave your thoughts and theories down below in the comment box. Now, overall, Episode 2 was solid. This was a great episode. I give this episode an 8.5. This felt like a build-up episode to me, but it was still good, though. We saw a lot of new things transpire in this episode, and man, it's looking like Monet about to figure out that Drew and Diana was the ones that tried to set her up to die. At the end of Episode 2, we saw Tariq and Monet meet up for the first time since the situation that occurred in Season 3 with Monet being shot by Tasha. And in this conversation that Tariq was having with Monet, Monet wants to know if Tariq was the person that tried to take her out or not, because she feel like her kids isn't trying to find the person who tried to take her out. And even though Diana told Monet that Tariq wasn't the one that tried to kill her, Monet still believes he has motive. And Tariq told Monet that he wasn't the one that tried to take her out. He like, bro, I ain't had nothing to do with that. And he also let it be known to Monet that the only reason why he suspected that she was the one that leaked out Tasha's address is because Kate Egan was the one that told him that Monet dropped off a letter to her house with Tasha's address on it. And Monet got pissed off when she heard this. She like, bro, who the hell is Kate Egan? I ain't never met Kate Egan a day in my life. Like, who is she? And Tariq let it be known to Monet that that's Tommy's mom. And when Monet heard this, she like, bro, we need to figure out who put her up to this, because whoever put her up to that needs to die. And I do believe in Episode 3, Monet is going to find out the truth about what really happened and find out that Drew and Diana was the ones that tried to set her up to die. I do believe the truth is going to be revealed in Episode 3. And honestly, I feel like Monet could have found out the truth in this episode if you ask me. Because while Drew was helping out Monet in this episode, Monet tried to apologize to Drew for all the stuff that happened with Gordo and his father. And she also tried to justify to Drew why she did the stuff that she did. And when Drew heard this, he got pissed the hell off. He like, bro, you really trying to justify your actions? Like, I ain't trying to hear anything you got to say. I'm about to go get your medicine. And while he was getting Monet's medicine, he was about to swap out her pills. Drew was about to get ready to take out Monet. He like, bro, I'm sick of Monet. I'm tired of her trying to justify the stuff that she did. Like, I'm about to take her out. And Drew was about to do it too, if it wasn't for Diana. If Diana didn't walk in that kitchen and tell Drew to stop, Drew would have swapped out them pills. Drew was not having it no more. He was about to take Monet ass out, but Diana had to tell him to chill out. And she told him that if he do this, he could never go back. And she was also telling Drew like, look, bro, we ain't gotta be like Monet. We could be better than her. Like, you don't need to do this, bro. And the whole time Drew and Diana's in the kitchen talking about Monet, Monet is in the opposite side of the room listening in on their conversation, which made her question whether or not if she ruined her kids' childhood and treated them wrong while growing up. So she asked her cousin Janet this, because we got introduced to Monet's cousin Janet in this episode. And she was asking her cousin, she like, bro, did I ruin my kids? Like, did I mess up so bad to the point where I can't get them back? And the whole time she was asking Janet this, Drew was standing behind her listening to the conversation she was having with Janet. And Janet told her like, I don't know, bro. Ask your kids. Like, Drew is right there behind you. And she tried to ask Drew this question. And Drew had the opportunity to keep it 100 with his mom in this scene right here, but he was bullshitting being around the bush if you ask me. Because Drew told her, he like, the fact that you asking this question is a start, but at the same time, bruh, I don't really know what to say. Like, we could talk about this in the morning. And as Drew was about to get ready to leave, Monet asked him, like, do you know anything about the person that shot me? Like, Kane keeps saying that he's trying to figure it out, but I don't believe it. And Drew was just sitting there like, Monet, just go to bed. Like, we'll talk about it tomorrow in the morning. And not like that, but the way Drew was acting in this episode, bro, I don't know how Monet did not suspect that Drew and Diana had something to do with her shooting. I get it, that's her kids, and as of now, she wouldn't expect that Drew and Diana would try to take her out. But at the same time, bro, all the signs and evidence was pointing towards Drew and Diana in this episode. And like I said earlier in the video, I do believe in next week's episode, Monet is going to find out the truth about what really happened. And when the truth is revealed, I don't think Drew and Diana is going to make it out of season 4 alive. One of them got to die. And I believe Drew gonna be the one that's gonna die. With Diana being pregnant, bro, because it was confirmed in this episode that your girl Diana is pregnant. We finally got the confirmation in this episode that Diana is pregnant. I believe this might help Diana make it out of season 4 alive. I don't know about Drew. I feel like Drew is done for at the end of the day, bro. I don't see Drew making it out of season 4 alive, but Diana, yeah, I think she might be able to slimmer her way out of season 4 alive now that she's pregnant. And we also got to figure out who is the father of Diana baby too, because Diana was only with 2 people in season 3. She was with Tariq and she was with Celine. And one of them is the baby's father. And a lot of people feel like Tariq could possibly be the baby father. But me personally, bruh, I feel like Salim is that baby's father. I feel like they want us to believe that Tariq is the baby daddy, but I personally believe Salim is that baby's father. And I believe in these next upcoming episodes of Power, we will find out whether or not if Tariq or Salim is the father of Diana's baby. Now in this episode, we saw Noma make a deal to do business with the Russians after Noma came up with an idea to supply the Russians after the Russian supplier was arrested and busted by Don Carter and his task force earlier in the episode. And with Noma supplying the Russians, this could help her out a lot because with Tariq not being around no more, she needs to fill in that gap and recuperate the money that she lost. So Noma tasked Obie to set up a meeting with her and the Russians, but when Effie came to Noma's warehouse requesting more product, she overheard Noma and Obie's conversation about the Russians. And Effie told Noma she could help her out with making this deal with the Russians. And when Noma heard this, she like, all right, bro, since you want to ear hustle so much, I'm gonna give you 24 hours to make this deal happen. So with Effie being on the clock, Effie decided to go meet up with the Russians in this episode. And while she was meeting up with the Russians, Effie decided to threaten the Russian boss by dropping photos of his daughter. And look here, bruh, I'm gonna need Effie to stop pulling up information about people's daughters and stuff, because not like that, but we don't know shit about her. And I just don't like how Effie is able to find out information about people in their family. Like, why we can't learn about Effie and her family? Like, why nobody hasn't found the whereabouts to Effie's family? Like, come on now, bruh. Y'all mean to tell me Effie is able to find everybody's family whereabouts, but nobody can't find her family whereabouts? Like, that ain't sitting well with me, bro. That's not sitting well with me at all. And I hope we learn more about Effie and her backstory in future episodes of Power, because I'm tired of not knowing about Effie. After she did this, the Russian boss snatched her up. He like, look here, bruh, stay away from my daughter, stay away from my family. Like, you don't know who you playing with. And Effie was telling him that she just needs him to meet up with Noma. She like, look, bro, all you gotta do is sit down and have a conversation with Noma. If you don't like what she gotta say, bro, you can leave. Like, you ain't gotta do business with her. And just hear her out. And he like, all right, bro, I hear her out, but I won't agree to anything, but I definitely hear what Noma got to say. So Effie was able to get the Russians to agree to meet up with Noma later on in the episode. But the problem with that is Monet didn't like the fact that Noma was trying to do business with the Russians, because she felt like if Noma started working with the Russians, this could push the Tejadas out, which could possibly reignite the beef that the Tejadas had with the Russians in season 3. So while Noma and Obie was waiting for the Russians and Effie to show up to Noma's warehouse, Monet showed up trying to see what was going on with Noma and the Russians, and she started pressing Noma and Obie. She like, look, bruh, this my city. I don't like how you got my kids slaving for you, moving all your product. Like, what's up? What's going on with you and the Russians? And as Noma was trying to get Monet to leave, the Russians ended up showing up and they saw Monet and Noma having a conversation with each other. They like, hey, bro, what's going on? What's up? This a setup or something? Everybody pulled their guns out with each other, started having a standoff with each other. And the next thing you know, Monet ass ended up falling to the ground and passing out, which was odd. I'm like, what the hell going on with her? Like, I found that scene to be weird. I'm like, what the hell going on with Monet? But Effie made sure Monet was good. She took Monet back to her house. And the next following day when Monet woke up, Kane started tripping on Monet about her messing up the deal with Noma and the Russians. He like, bruh, what the hell was you doing there? Like, you need to sit back and relax. The game ain't what it used to be and you out of your league, bruh. Like, you need to chill out. And Kane had me cracking the fuck up in this scene, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When he called Diana and Drew, Bobby and Whitney, that shit had me rolling. The jokes that Woody McClain be coming up with is something else. This nigga be having me rolling. But right after he said this, Monet started to question whether or not it Kane had something to do with her shooting. She like, bruh, Kane wants to take over the top spot in the family. Like, I don't know, bruh. He possibly might be the one that tried to take me out. But Drew and Diana was like, nah, Kane had nothing to do with that. Like, he wouldn't do it. And like I said earlier in my video, bruh, I don't understand how Monet did not catch on to the fact that Drew and Diana was the ones that tried to take her out in this episode. Like, bruh, all signs and evidence was pointing towards Drew and Diana, and Monet still didn't catch on. But after this conversation that Kane had with Monet, Noma pulled up on Kane and she told him, she like, look, bruh, your mama out here messing up business deals with me. The Russian was on board doing business with me until your mama showed up to the party messing messing up stuff. So you got to figure out how to get the Rushes to agree to my business deal. Like, I'm tasking you to do that. And with the help of Effie, Kane was able to do that. He was able to get the Rushes to agree to do business with Noma in this episode. They agreed to give the Rushes the military grade weapons that they got from Noma in season 3. And the Rushes was cool with this. They like, all right, we can make this deal work under one condition though. I don't want to speak to nobody but Effie moving forward. That's the only way I agree to this deal. And we didn't see Effie respond to this on camera, but I'm pretty sure Effie agreed to this deal. After watching this episode, I can just tell Effie is not about to get out the drug game no time soon, bruh. I don't believe Effie is getting out the drug game now. I feel like Effie then got pulled deeper into the drug game, and I don't feel like she's going to make it to Stanford by the end of season 4. Because we all know in this episode, Effie had an interview with some people from Stanford to see if it was possible if they could help her out with getting into the robotics program at Stanford. But with Kane calling Effie to see if it's possible she could help him out with making this deal with the Russians, she wasn't able to make it to that interview. And I believe they gave us a foreshadow of what's to come for Effie's future in this episode. I feel like Effie is not about to make it to Stanford, and I feel like she's going to choose the drug game over the legit lifestyle. I really don't see Effie getting out of the drug game after this episode, bruh. Especially now that the Russians don't want to talk to anybody in Noma's organization moving forward but her. Yeah, I definitely feel like Effie is stuck in the drug game now, and there's no way in hell she's about to get out of it and go to Stanford in California. Now in this episode, we saw Don Carter and Tariq have a conversation with each other. Don Carter pulled up on Tariq while he was at Stansfield working at one of his 3 jobs that he got, and man, they had Tariq going out bad in this episode, bruh. Tariq was really working 3 jobs in this episode, bruh. Like, damn, I need my boy Tariq to finally connect as soon as possible. I do believe he gonna finally connect in episode 3, but it was not looking good for your boy Tariq throughout episode 2, bro. I'm not gonna front. I was feeling bad for him. But Don Carter pulled up on Tariq while he was working at the Stansfield candy store in this episode because they was hosting some type of concert there or some type of open mic event. We also saw a new character by the name of L in this episode, which will be Brayden's love interest in season 4. And I'm not gonna lie, Brayden, you need to keep your eye on L. I feel like L can't be trusted. She might be working with the feds, I don't know, but Brayden, if I was you, I'd keep my eyes on L because L cannot be trusted. But while Tariq and Don Carter was outside talking, Tariq asked Don Carter did they figure out anything in regards to Agent Young's murder, and Don Carter was just sitting there looking at this nigga like, bruh, you ain't gotta lie to me. Like, I know exactly who you are. I know who your father is, bro. You smell just like him. You act just like him. Like, I know you took out Agent Young, bro. You don't gotta put on the front that you an innocent college kid. Like, I know what's up with you. And Tariq was just sitting there looking at him like, bro, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know about none of the stuff you talking about, bro. It seemed like you got some type of animosity with my father. Like, whatever you think you know about me, bro, you don't know nothing. And Don Carter just sitting there like, yeah, all right. And as Tariq was getting ready to walk off, Don Carter asked Tariq about Tasha. He like, hey, bro, how your mama doing? Your mama Tasha is in witness protection, right? Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but they about to get ready to kick her out that. And when Tariq heard this, he took his ass straight to Tasha's location. And I'm not gonna lie, your boy Don Carter does know how to get in people's heads. I give him that. He definitely know how to get inside people's heads because Tariq took his ass straight to Tasha's location to see what's up with her. And Tasha was going out bad in this episode too. She was working at Shop Depot. Like, damn, bruh. Tariq and Tasha was going through it in this episode, but hey, that's what y'all asses get for taking out Ghost. Y'all thought y'all was gonna be living sweet after Ghost died, huh? Nope. Both of y'all gotta work a 9 to 5. That's what y'all asses get. But Tariq pulled up on Tasha to see what's up with her. Tasha did tell Tariq that witness protection was tripping about her disappearing in season 3, and they told her that if she do that again, bro, she gonna have some problems. And while Tariq and Tasha was having a conversation with each other, Tasha's manager came over there to Tariq and Tasha, tripping on Tasha, telling Tasha that she can't be talking about family matters on the clock. And I don't know what went through this bald-headed nigga head, but this nigga tried to put his arm around Tasha like she was his woman. And you could tell that this ain't the first time he did this. The nigga was too comfortable doing this, and Tasha was like, bruh, chill the hell out. Like, I'm gonna get back to my job. Like, you don't gotta be doing all that stuff. And Tariq got pissed off when he saw this. He looking at Tasha like, bro, when have you ever let somebody talk to you like that? Like, you ain't even let Ghost do that. You tweaking, bro. And Tasha was telling Tariq not to worry about it. It ain't nothing that she can't handle, but shit. Tasha should already knew what time it was because when the manager was leaving his job, Tariq caught that nigga lacking in the parking lot and he put hands on that boy. He like, look here, bro, you better not ever touch Vanessa a day in your life. You better not run to the police and tell if you do this, I'm gonna burn your house down while you in there asleep. Like, your boy Tariq was pressing that manager, but I do believe this is gonna come back on Tasha and Tariq, bro. Like, I get it, Tariq was standing up for his mom and I'm not mad at that because not like that, but I would have did the same thing Tariq did. I'm just being honest with y'all. But I do believe Tasha go get into some BS because of this. I feel like he might fire Tasha and Tasha might lose her job. But hey, as long as he don't tell witness protection about what happened, she could lose that job. Shit, it ain't nothing. She could find another one. But it was good to see your girl Tasha in this episode. And I do believe she will be making more appearances in these next upcoming episodes of Power. I definitely don't believe this is the last time we saw Tasha. And I'm expecting her to pop up in future episodes of Power. Now, coming back around to Don Carter, at the end of the episode, we saw Don Carter arrest Obie. He pulled up on Obie at the end of the episode, asking him questions about Tariq and about them two having a conversation with each other around the time Agent Young got taken out, which was last month, which was a month ago. We did find out in this episode that episode 2 is centered a month later after the events that occurred in episode 1 with Tariq taking out Agent Young. And Don Carter also asked Obie about the green cards that his family was able to get, and I do believe his family is currently in the United States right now as we speak. We didn't see them in this episode, but I do believe they're in the United States. And Obie was trying to walk off from Don Carter. He like, bro, I don't know what you talking about. Like, I'm just trying to go about my business. But shit, Don Carter wasn't letting him go nowhere. He like, yeah, bro, I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff you gotta say. You coming with me to the precinct. I got some questions to ask you, and I cannot wait to figure out what's about to happen with your boy Obie in next week's episode. Cause I don't know if y'all seen that episode 3 trailer or not, but Obie will be getting interrogated by Don Carter in episode 3. And I'm pretty sure Don Carter is going to be interrogating Obie about the green cards that his family was able to get, as well as him interacting with Tariq and possibly Noma. Like, I believe Don Carter gonna bring all that up in next week's episode. And honestly, bro, I want to know where the hell Rashad Tate at. Like, I need to go off topic real quick. I really want to know where is Rashad Tate at, because not like that, but they keep bringing up these green cards and mentioning these green cards, and I just want to know where the hell Rashad Tate is at. Because he was the one that helped Tariq get these green cards for Obie's family. And the fact that they keep mentioning these green cards and Rashad Tate is nowhere to be found is just odd to me. And I hope he pop up in season 4, because I really want to know where Rashad Tate is at. I ain't forgot about that sneaky ass nigga. I really want to know where he at, and I hope we see his character before season 4 is over with. Now, moving on to the last and final and funniest part of the episode that I gotta talk about. In this episode, we saw Tariq get his Porsche back from 2-Bit. Your boy Tariq stole his car back from 2-Bit in this episode. Well, he technically ain't steal his car back from 2-Bit in this episode, because we found out in this episode that this nigga Tariq had a spare key to his car the whole entire time. And not like that, Tariq, but you mean to tell me you had this spare key since season 3 episode 9 when 2-Bit took your Porsche from you, and you never thought to go get it back from him? Like, what the hell, bro? Not like that, but if that was me, bro, I would have got my car back the same night. Tariq tripping, but he got his car back in this episode, though. That was a good thing, and it was just funny as hell to see 2-Bit reaction when he found out that his car was getting stolen. Well, Tariq car, because that ain't his car, but that nigga 2-Bit was tripping. He like, hey, get out of my car. Tariq looking at the nigga like, bro, this my shit. Tariq was looking at him like, bro, this my shit. I ain't getting out of nothing. I'm gone. And just like that, your boy Tariq was able to get his Porsche back. But I do believe 2-Bit posse might come after Tariq because of this. I don't feel like 2-Bit gonna let this go. 2-Bit don't seem like the type of nigga. 2-Bit don't seem like the type of person to forgive people for stuff like this. So don't be surprised if we see more of 2-Bit's character in season 4, because he possibly might go after Tariq because of this. But other than that, I ain't got too much else to say about this episode. This episode was great. If you like this video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to get notified every time I upload a video. And also, leave your thoughts and theories down below in the comment box. I'm going to get at y'all later. Much love to everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting me. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. And God bless.